Hi, boys and girls. I can't believe that we're already in our last week of school. To end the week, I thought I would read this book to you called The Last Day Blues. Look at that teacher. I think she looks a little tired. I'm sure we're all a little tired after this year, right? I'm going to read it and I'm going to show you the pictures when I'm done reading the words. So this book is by Julie Dannenberg and it's illustrated by Judy Love. On the morning before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell took attendance. She sighed as she called out the last name. "I'm going to miss all of you," she said. The kids nodded in agreement. "I'm going to miss my friends," said Shannon. "I'm going to miss Daisy and Dan." "I'm going to miss chocolate milk and pizza for lunch," said Joe. Everyone felt a little blue thinking about the last day of school, even Daisy. That afternoon during recess, the students talked as they hung out on the jungle gym. "Mrs. Hartwell said she's going to miss us," said Alexandra, swinging from the bar. "We should get a present to cheer her up," said Eddie, hanging upside down by his knees. But what could they get her? "I could give her the rest of my sandwich. It's my mom's bologna special," said Josh. "Or a coffee cup. Or a new pen, the kind with feathers and beads." The students thought and thought, but couldn't come up with one single idea they all agreed on. "We'll think of something tomorrow," Eddie assured everyone as they lined up at the drinking fountain. On the Tuesday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell read the final page of their last read aloud book. "I'm going to miss circle time," said Mrs. Hartwell. "I'm going to miss science," said Emily. "I'm going to miss seeing Mrs. Hartwell wear her favorite safety goggles during science," said Jack, giggling. And so, before they got too sad, Mrs. Hartwell put on her safety goggles one last time, just for fun. Pretty silly. "We definitely need to cheer Mrs. Hartwell up," said Andy during recess as he jumped out of a swing. "Any ideas about a present?" "Nope," they all answered back. On the Wednesday before the Friday, it was the last day of school, Mrs. Hartwell brought in her super duper sugar cookies for extra frosting. "I'm going to miss snack time, but I can't wait for barbecues by the pool," said Jack. "I'm going to miss recess, but I can't wait to play hide and seek outside after dinner," said Alexandra. "I'll miss school, but I can't wait for summer vacation," said Josh. The class discussed their summer plans and found their last day blues with another round of milk and sugar cookies. Look at all their drawings. "I don't know whether to be happy or sad today," Andy said the minute they all arrived at the jungle gym. "Mrs. Hartwell is sad," said Olivia. "She probably doesn't want the year to end." "While we're swimming, she'll be reading her old lesson plans," said Walker. "And while we're playing, she'll be trying to remember the fun times we had this year," said Dan. And that's when an idea zip, zapped, and zinged through Eddie's brain. "I know exactly what will cheer her up," Eddie said, jumping down from the jungle gym. The class agreed it was perfect. What were you thinking? And wondering what is perfect? I have an idea. Do you? On the Thursday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Eddie raised his hand right after Mrs. Hartwell started language arts. "We need some privacy, please," he said. And so Mrs. Hartwell took down bulletin boards with her back to the class. She never even peeked. Well, only once. They look like they're hard at work. On the morning of the Friday that was the last day of school, the students dashed into the classroom. They snapped open the shades for the very last time. They did their chores for the very last time. They fed Daisy for the very last time. And as soon as the bell rang, they couldn't wait for Mrs. Hartwell to see her present for the very first time. Oh, look, I'm going to show you the picture first here. It looks like they wrote her a letter. Lots of us practiced writing letters this year, right? We got very good at it. The last day of school makes us so blue. We'll miss recess and pizza and reading too. We'll miss Daisy and cookies and friendship true. Snack time and science and learning new. We'll miss spelling bees for our test review and groundhogs that play peekaboo. The year's been great, a big wahoo! There are many things to miss, it's true, but mostly what we'll miss is you. And they all signed their names. She looks very happy, doesn't she? Later on during recess, Eddie said, "I think Mrs. Hartwell liked her present. I just hope it helps," Margaret said. Poor Mrs. Hartwell. They all said sadly as they pictured their final goodbye. Teachers must hate the last day of school. And then it was time. Bell rang. "Goodbye," the students called as they rushed out the door. "Goodbye," Mrs. Hartwell called after them. And then returned to her empty classroom. "It's just you and me, Daisy," she said. "I'm sure going to miss them this summer." But I can't wait for vacation. Look at those teachers. They look pretty happy, huh? And there she is going on her vacation. So I hope you enjoyed that story. I'm going to miss you all so much this summer. I hope you have an amazing summer and that you get to do lots of fun things. I hope you remember to read every day, and I hope you enjoy your time off from school, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye.